If you're running a small business and still tracking employee hours with spreadsheets, pen and paper, or honestly just trusting people to be honest, this video is going to save you a lot of money. Okay, time theft is a real problem, right? There are a lot of excuses sometimes and hours that somehow never quite add up right. Most business owners don't even realize how much it's costing them until they actually start tracking properly. Today, I'm breaking down the 5 best clock in, clock out apps for small businesses in 2026. I tested them, compared them, and yes, one of them is clearly ahead of the pack. I'll tell you which one that is and why right now. But I also want you to understand what each option is good for, because different businesses have different needs. Let's get into it. Number 1, and it's not particularly close, Connecteam is in a different category than the other 4 apps on this list, and I want to explain exactly why. Connecteam is the best choice for frontline and service teams because it combines accurate time tracking with a simple mobile-first experience in one platform, especially useful for teams that need real-time visibility into hours worked, paper timesheets, or payroll guesswork, while avoiding buddy punching and time theft. I ranked Connecteam number 1 because it offers the most complete solution for clock-in accuracy, compliance automation, and real-time reporting. And it's especially useful for managers who rely on GPS verification and visibility to track teams in the field, especially when your employees aren't always where you can see them, and ensure accountability across locations. So, what does Connecteam actually do? For time tracking, employees clock in and out with a single tap from their phone, desktop, a shared kiosk, or via NFC feature with a tap of their phone against a tag placed at the job site. Time is recorded down to the second, no rounding, no buddy punching, no guesswork. The GPS-powered time clock attaches a location stamp to every punch. Geofencing goes a step further and actually prevents employees from clocking in unless they're physically within a set distance of the job site. Employees who forget to clock out will be automatically clocked out upon leaving the geofenced area. That means no off-site punching, no buddy punching, no disputed timesheets at the end of the pay period. For businesses with multiple locations or job sites, that kind of control is a game changer. On the overtime and break side, you set your own rules once, and Connecteam handles the calculations automatically. If an employee is approaching unapproved overtime, managers get notified right away, and you can even set it to auto-clock them out. Breaks can be tracked manually or automatically, with paid or unpaid options. Timesheets are built automatically from clock-in data. Regular hours, overtime, breaks, and time off, all calculated and organized. And employees can review, request edits, and submit their timesheets for approval directly in the app. Once approved, data exports cleanly to payroll systems, including ADP, QuickBooks, and Xero. Time off is just as streamlined. Employees submit requests directly in the app, managers are notified instantly, and leave balances update automatically as time is earned. No back and forth emails or manual spreadsheet updates. The attendance reporting is automatic. You can see who's working, who's late, who's absent in real time. Schedule reports to run on a cadence and spot patterns early, whether that's recurring lateness, rising absences, or covering gaps before they become a payroll problem. The app is built mobile first, which sounds obvious, but actually makes a huge difference for teams that are never at a desk. Employees can access schedules, complete training, fill out forms, and communicate all from the app, on the go, on any device. It's rated 4.8 out of 5 on Google Play and 4.9 on the Apple App Store, with thousands of reviews backing those numbers up. There's also a free small business plan for teams of up to 10 users that includes full access to all the platform's hubs. For teams larger than that, paid plans start at $29 per month. If you want a standalone time clock, any of the apps on this list will serve you, but if you want to actually run your operations, track hours, build schedules, train your team, manage tasks, communicate, and handle HR all from one app that your employees will actually use because it works on their phones, Connecteam is the answer. Just remember, the time clock app isn't just the one that records hours accurately. It's the one that fits how your business actually operates. And for most small businesses, managing hourly or shift-based employees, that's Connecteam. Coming in at number 2 is Buddy Punch. And this is a strong, well-rounded option for small businesses that need more than just a clock. The name gives it away. The whole thing was built with accountability in mind. Buddy Punch addresses time theft directly with GPS tracking that logs employee locations at clock in and clock out, geofencing that restricts punching to specific job sites, facial recognition with photo capture to verify identity. Buddy Punch starts at $5.49 per user in addition to a base fee of $19 per month. These features are also customizable, so you can apply them to your entire team or just specific employees based on your workflow. Beyond the accountability tools, Buddy Punch includes scheduling with a drag and drop interface, PTO tracking, overtime alerts, and payroll integrations with QuickBooks, ADP, Gusto, and others. Setup is straightforward, customer support is highly rated, and the platform works for office teams, remote workers, and field crews alike. So why isn't it at number one? Because for businesses managing deskless, frontline workforces, the kind that work across multiple job sites, need internal communication tools, require training and onboarding features, and want everything running from a single mobile app, Buddy Punch stops short. It's a solid time tracking and scheduling solution, but it's not a full operations platform. At number 3, Jibble. Jibble's free plan includes facial recognition, GPS tracking, and geofencing. It's not common. It's particularly popular with remote teams that rely on facial recognition and screenshot monitoring for accountability. For a small business watching every dollar, that kind of feature access without a monthly bill is generally attractive. Easy to set up, the interface is clean, and the basics of tracking who clocked in, where, and when are handled well. Where Jibble starts to show its limits is when your business grows, or when your needs go beyond time tracking. Scheduling, task management, internal communication, training, onboarding, none of that is part of the picture. Jibble does time tracking well. That's kind of it. If you have a very lean operation and your main challenge is simply recording accurate hours without paying for it, Jibble, smart free option. But most growing small businesses eventually need more than a time clock, and that's where Jibble hits a ceiling. Number 4 goes to QuickBooks Time. And this one earns its spot for a very specific type of business. If you're already deep in the QuickBooks ecosystem, using it for accounting, invoicing, payroll, and those things, then QuickBooks Time is a natural extension. The integration is seamless. Hours tracked by employees flow directly into payroll without you having to export anything, reconcile spreadsheets, or manually enter data. That alone is a significant time saver. It also has GPS tracking and geofencing, but only under the QuickBooks Timely plan, for an additional cost of $40 per month, plus $10 per user. And for businesses with traveling employees, it tracks mileage, though this too comes at an additional cost as your team grows. Downside, outside of the QuickBooks ecosystem, it doesn't have a compelling reason to be your first choice. The interface is not the cleanest, overtime tracking can be inconsistent, and it's not built with deskless frontline teams in mind. It's a strong payroll-focused tool, but it's not an all-in-one operations platform. So this one is best for businesses already using QuickBooks that need time tracking in addition to their QuickBooks payroll and want it to connect without friction. Now, number 5, we have Clockify. If you're a freelancer, a solopreneur, or running a very small team on a tight budget, Clockify is worth knowing about. The free plan is generally generous. You get unlimited users, unlimited projects, and basic time tracking without paying a cent. There's a desktop app, a mobile app, and a browser extension, so you can log time from pretty much anywhere. For someone juggling multiple clients, needing to track billable hours across different projects, it works well. But if you manage shift workers, field crews, or hourly employees who need just verification and scheduling tools, you're gonna hit a wall pretty fast. Features like GPS tracking and geofencing, which use GPS to create a virtual boundary that automatically clocks workers in or out when they arrive at a job site, are tucked behind the paid plans. Now those start at around $7 per user per month, and the free plan has no historical data access beyond a limited window. So Clockify makes sense if your priority is simple: cost-free time tracking for small desk-based teams. For anything more operational, you're gonna need something built for that reality. So if this helped you narrow it down, hit like and subscribe. I break down tools like this regularly, so you can make smarter decisions without wasting hours researching on your own. I'll also link a full in-depth Connecteam review in the description if you want to go deeper on what it can do. Or click the link in the description to try out their 14-day free trial, no credit card needed. See you in the next one.